Hey everyone, how's it going? Mike McIntyre here from All Things Sports, and I'm here today to bring you a new video, but it's something a little bit different from what I typically do. I normally, show you shoes and do some sporting videos, do some highlight films and things like that, me, fooling around with different events and sporting activities, but I've got into a little bit more of trying to improve video quality and getting into better editing and stuff like that. And I've been looking around a lot at new equipment, things I can do to improve videos. How can I try and make them a little bit different from what I've done in the past. I did a video a little while ago now where I tried to incorporate two camera angles. I typically use a GoPro setup right here in the front, and I did a video, I'll leave a link into the description, or I'll leave a little card in the corner. I did a video on comparing artificial ground studs and firm ground studs. I did a video about those kind of soccer cleats, and what I tried to do was have my typical camera setup here, and then I used my phone actually to get that other angle that was off to the side a little bit. So I found that video really interesting, giving people a different look at the products and whatever I was talking about, but it made the video just a little bit more interesting. I had an angle here and I had a second camera here. I picked up some new things. I've been doing some research. Mobile vlogging and YouTube videos have gone really big recently, and I've tried to sort of incorporate that a little bit into this thinking. How can I use the phone on my the camera on my phone, not the phone in my phone. The camera on my phone is actually really good. I've got the new, well, it's not new anymore, but I have an iPhone 6s Plus, and the camera on this thing is really good. So I can use this as a second setup, use my GoPro, use this, and try and fool around with different angles and different stuff like that, try and improve the video. But I didn't really have a way to mount it, and so it's kind of difficult for me to take my phone here and try and hold it a certain way, as I film. So I want to try and use that, basically use my phone, use what I have to improve the video. So I picked up a tripod for my phone. I've been looking a lot at the GorillaPods, and I did a lot of I won't really say research, but I did a lot of looking around online, other YouTube videos, what other vloggers have said about the GorillaPod products. And I went to a sort of local camera store around here, and I was initially looking at the GorillaPod video. That was the first one that ever caught my eye, because I like the fact that you could pan, you could take, you could have it attached to the tripod and you could pan and tilt the phone. It'd do for some pretty cool shots and stuff like that. But the problem was it was really small. I saw pictures of it, and then with videos of it, the thing was probably like that big. So it's like, okay, it's fine for a setup like this, but if I ever wanted to branch out or do something a little bit different in a different location, the setup wouldn't really help all that much. So I wanted one that was a little bit bigger. So they make Joby or however you pronounce it, makes the GorillaPod Focus. They make a hybrid. They make all kinds of different models, and I looked at the hybrid because I had a ball joint, so I'd be able to pan and tilt and loosen the camera that way. So I looked at that, and it was really cool because you can bend the legs and wrap it around, stuff like that. So that was cool. But when I went in to look at it today, I found this. Now, it's not exactly what I went in looking for initially, but it's what I ended up picking up. Now, it's not the most expensive tripod at all, but it was 30 bucks, and it actually does, for my sake, it does more than I thought it would have done. I can't bend the legs. I wouldn't be able to wrap it around anything, so I lose that function, but I don't know how often I actually would have used that. I probably would have had it set up here, and I would have liked to pan and tilt the camera more than wrap the legs around. So this is a little tripod made by this company called Opus, and it's probably about like this, probably about a foot tall, and it's got a little level right here, so you can figure out how to level the phone, the camera, and everything like that. You can use this. It's got a typical a typical camera screw on the tripod, so you can use this with not just a phone, but you can use this with pretty much anything. I can even use this with my GoPro, actually. Another reason why I liked it, because I have this little guy here. So if I take this little guy and screw it into the top, attach it to the top, and there you go. I can now use my GoPro on the top of this little tripod too. So yeah, it's really handy. I can use it for pretty much anything. So again, I can pan, I can tilt the camera here and there, so I can use it for a bunch of different things. Again, it's not super big, but it's perfect for what I want to use it for. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't have those floppy legs like the GorillaPod does. So that's kind of cool. Maybe I can get one of those and use that for, you know, whatever locations I'm at, wrap it around a post or something like that. But if I ever go to a field or something like that, this is going to be perfect. I can use my phone, and it stretches out here. I'll show you one length of the leg again. So it's not super tall, but that's how tall it could get. So I don't know, 2 feet, 2.5 feet maybe, and you can stretch it out a little bit. So it's a perfect little tripod. It would fit in most cases. You could always use it as a, you know, as a selfie stick if you wanted to for whatever reason. But this is by this company called Opus. So this was what the box looked like. Photo video tripod. Not very expensive. It was 30 bucks. Opus photo video tripod. 3-way fluid action head. Quick shoe with safety lock. 4-section legs. Each section I think is 20 millimeters. That makes sense. So no, I'm sorry. That's probably the diameter. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't tell you the actual length, but like I said, it probably stretches out to 2.5 feet. So that's the tripod. Because this is a traditional tripod screw, I need to get an adapter so I could use my phone with it. So I picked up the Joby GripTight mount. So this would work on any, if I wanted to get a GorillaPod mount for the, or in the future, I should say, not for the future, but in the future, I could use this on any of their GorillaPod tripods. So I got this GripTight mount, so we'll unbox this. There we go. Open it up. So again, that's the box. And you can see this one, they actually make two, so something to be aware of. This is the Joby GripTight mount, and it's the XL version. They make a normal one, and then they make an XL. So the XL would be for larger phones, as they put it. And they say that this one would fit phones from 2.7 inches to 3.9 inches, the equivalent of 69 centimeters to, 69 millimeters to 99 millimeters. So, okay, we don't need this for now. It's this little mount that so there's a little screw. You'll screw that in to the top here, and then you just fold it up, and it's got this little spring in it that opens it up. So, for example, my phone here, you would just stretch it up, and there you go. It's got these rubber grips, so it's fairly sturdy. You can slide it in all the way. There you go. It fits it fits perfectly on my phone. Again, this is the iPhone 6s Plus, so it's the larger one, 5.5-inch phone, the equivalent of a Galaxy Note or something like that from Samsung, and it's got, you know, rubber grips here. I was going to say feet. I guess you could call them feet, but rubber grips, so the phone isn't really going anywhere. That's what I ended up picking up today. So hopefully I can incorporate this into some future videos. I have some ideas I want to do and get some more content out there. And I'm looking at other ways of improving the setup too. I want to try and get a microphone so the audio would be better. A lot of times I'm just recording into right now the microphone of the GoPro, and it's muffled and it's not the best. It gets the job done on a, you know, just here's a camera, I set it up and I go, but it really isn't the best. If I want to get more professional quality video and try and do a better job on that front, I'm going to have to try and improve the audio. That's something I definitely want to try and do. So my camera setup for now is fine. I like the results I get. I'm not limited. I have the GoPro after all, so I can use this for pretty much any kind of video I want to do. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to stay tuned. I'm going to take this outside and show you some pan tilt features of the tripod, and show you what the resolution and the video looks like off the phone. Alright guys, so we're outside. We're taking a look at the tripod out here. I'm trying to get you some actual footage of the phone itself. So there we go. That's the height of it, sort of fully extended. I have my phone up here. Actually, it's probably too high for your camera now. You probably won't be able to see it out there, but we'll lower it a little bit. If I go over here into my phone, I get my camera out. Like I said, I'm going to film this for now in 4K. Sorry, not 4K, in 1080. So we're gonna film this in 4K 1080. I've got the phone actually sort of set up backwards. In actual, I put the mount on quickly, the iPhone mount. I'm not gonna switch it up now, but in actuality, I would have the phone facing the other way, right? So this, you can't see it, and I could pan and tilt it with the camera facing out that way. But just for the hell of it, I'll show you this right now. So if I press into my video, as you can see here, we'll do it actually together. If I film out there, okay, and I press record, I'm just using the native camera app right now, but if I just use that, and I, you know, that's perfectly steady video. So you're getting a good shot. The light's actually really good. Well, it's not really good, it's kind of cloudy, but there's a bit of the sun coming through now, so light's a little bit better than it was earlier today. But if I loosen this up here, and I can loosen this up, and I can pan perfectly and keep the whole thing steady now. So I can keep the phone steady. I'm moving really quickly, but I can pan and get some nice shots. So hopefully this comes up on camera. I really don't even know how the audio is going to sound because, again, I don't have a mic. That's probably my next purchase, but I can do all kinds of stuff like that. I can pan and tilt up and down. So if I have it facing down, I can take a shot coming up, and, you know, there's my sort of video. So it's perfect for what it's meant to do. So that's my setup for now. That camera just died. I won't edit this out, and you'll see exactly what it's like coming up with some editing. So anyways, and we'll get back to the end of the video. We'll wrap it up in a second. So there you go, guys. That was my video review of the Joby GripTight XL Mount, right? Joby GripTight XL Mount for larger phones, and the Opus, here's your model number, OPT-MX11 Tripod. So that's the box for the tripod. That was my unboxing and review of the tripod and mobile phone mount. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned to the channel. If you liked the video, please subscribe. If you have any comments, suggestions, whatever, leave them down in the description. I'll try and get an answer out to you for sure. And take care until next time.